Did you know that Nosferatu's costume features a detail inspired by Mick Jagger? Or that Count Orlok speaks in a long-lost language? These are just a few secrets behind this incredible adaptation, which draws us into a battle between a courageous woman and a vampiric force threatening to consume everything. Today, I'll reveal 20 fascinating facts that will deepen your appreciation for this horror masterpiece. Stay tuned to discover them all. Robert Eggers' fascination with Nosferatu began long before he became a director. During high school, he co-wrote and starred in a theatrical adaptation of the 1922 classic with a friend. This passionate, creative experience left a lasting mark on his life, sowing the seed for what would later become one of his greatest cinematic projects. It's a powerful reminder that youthful dreams can transform into masterpieces when pursued with determination. After the success of The Witch in 2015, Eggers was certain he wanted to revive Nosferatu as his next project. However, he decided to delay it to focus on The Lighthouse and The Northman. According to Eggers, each film was preparation for the monumental challenge this project would entail. To fully immerse himself in the world of Nosferatu, Eggers filled his office with hundreds of books about vampires, the occult, and history. This meticulous dedication is reflected in every detail of the film, from the on-screen rituals to its oppressive atmosphere. Lily Rose Depp worked with Butoh dance expert Marie-Gabrielle Roti to perfect Ellen's eerie movements during her possessions. This Japanese dance style added a unique and deeply haunting touch to her performance. To create a romantic yet haunting atmosphere, cinematographer Jaron Blaschke used only real candles to light certain scenes. While this made filming more challenging, the result is an authentic atmosphere that transports the viewer to the 19th century. Before filming, Robert Eggers wrote a novel to develop the characters' backstories. For example, Ellen, played by Lily Rose Depp, bears the weight of a childhood cloaked in eerie mystery, enriching her emotional arc in the film. Eggers wanted to highlight Ellen as the central figure of the narrative. In his words, Ellen is not only a victim of the vampire, but also of 19th century society. This perspective transforms the story into more than just a horror tale, exploring themes of oppression and female emancipation. The production of Nosferatu took advantage of Prague's medieval charm, with its streets and historic buildings providing an authentic Gothic backdrop. The imposing Hunedoara Castle in Transylvania, also known as Corvin Castle, was also chosen as Count Orlok's lair. Its towers and shadowy corridors perfectly capture the dark essence of the vampire, enhancing the film's realism and visual immersion. A total of 60 sets were built, including 5 full city blocks, to bring Nosferatu's world to life. Many of these sets featured movable walls and ceilings, enabling smooth, immersive camera work. Every corner of the sets was designed with painstaking attention to detail. For instance, one desk contained handwritten letters, as if Ellen had actually written them. While these elements might not always be visible on screen, they add authenticity to the film's world. Ellen's red tears were created without CGI, using special makeup designed to simulate bloody tears. This practical approach heightens the grotesque realism of the movie. In Nosferatu, Count Orlok speaks to Ellen in Dacian, an extinct language from the ancient region of Dacia, now modern-day Romania and Moldova. This language, lost in the 6th century, is virtually unknown, adding a unique air of mystery to the character. This detail connects the vampire to the ancient roots of Eastern Europe, emphasizing his enigmatic and timeless aura. To design Orlok's terrifying look, Eggers and the makeup team studied the decomposition of flesh and bone, drawing additional inspiration from folk art. The result is a reimagined classic vampire design with a macabre twist. Orlok's unsettling growls weren't created with digital effects, but by dragging stones across the ground, a technique that gives a visceral edge to his monstrous nature. Bill Skarsgård spent up to 4 hours in the makeup chair transforming into Orlok, with several artists working on his face and hands simultaneously. Willem Dafoe has a fascinating connection to the world of Nosferatu. In 2000, he portrayed an actor playing Count Orlok in Shadow of the Vampire, a fictionalized story about the making of the original 1922 Nosferatu. Now, in this new version, Dafoe steps back into the Nosferatu universe in an entirely different role, forging a fascinating link between his artistic past and this project. The soundtrack of Nosferatu is a masterpiece, seamlessly blending ancient instruments with those created specifically for the film. One striking example is the tawaka, a traditional percussion instrument whose deep rhythmic tones create an eerie atmosphere, intensifying the film's most suspenseful moments. Interestingly, the director of family-friendly classics like Home Alone and Mrs. Doubtfire was also a producer on this horror project, an unexpected yet intriguing collaboration. Robert Eggers pays homage to the 1922 Nosferatu with details that capture the essence of the classic. From Count Orlok's iconic poses, his hunched posture and outstretched hands, to camera angles inspired by German expressionism, every visual choice deepens the film's dark, oppressive atmosphere. The Gothic aesthetic and meticulously crafted sets connect this new version to the original, while reimagining it for a modern audience. Some of the costumes in Nosferatu were crafted from authentic 19th century fabrics, sourced from private collections and European markets. This detail adds authenticity, firmly grounding the film in its historical setting and enriching its visual texture. As a curious detail, costume designer Linda Muir revealed that one of Count Orlok's outfits was inspired by a jacket Mick Jagger wore during his iconic 1972 tour. This choice was meant to evoke a decadent, timeless vibe, portraying Orlok as a being caught between eras, a blend of elegance and decay that defines his vampiric nature. Let me know in the comments what other topics you'd like to see covered on the channel, and remember, if you enjoy this type of video, the best way to support me is by leaving a like, subscribing, and turning on the notification bell. See you in the next video.